Hello all, welcome back. I'm Shweta and today we are going to understand a little bit further about Azure subscription. So in our last uh, session, we set up a free Azure subscription account and also understood in brief what are the different kinds of subscriptions and the relationship between organization, subscription, tenant, license, and user accounts. Today we will take that class a little bit further. Let's dive in. So, what is the relationship between the Azure Active Directory tenant and a subscription? Please note that every Azure subscription has a trust relationship with the Active Directory tenant, which it uses for authenticating users, services, and even the devices to your Azure, for the usage of your different Azure resources. Please note that multiple subscription can trust the same Azure Active Directory. For example, you can have an Azure subscription, Office 365, Dynamics 365, M365, which has Office 365, the Enterprise Mobility Suite, plus Windows 10, and any other Intune subscriptions that your organization have. So all these different types of subscription can trust the same Azure Active Directory. Okay, but one important point to also remember is that at a given point of time, each subscription can only trust a single directory. Okay, so multiple subscription can trust a same directory, which is fine, but one subscription cannot trust multiple directories. There should be a 1:1 mapping between the subscription and a directory. You can always switch directories, but at a given point of time, there is a 1:1 mapping. Okay, so what happens when your subscription expires? So in our previous tutorial, we studied how to set up a free subscription. Now that free subscription is available for 30 days or a credit of 13,300 rupees, whichever lasts longer. And after 30 days, unless you upgrade it to another version, either a MSDN subscription or a pay as you go subscription or even an enterprise agreement, you would lose access to all the other resources associated with that subscription. However, please note that your Azure Active Directory still remains in Azure. So next time when you upgrade or you purchase another subscription, you can already associate this particular subscription to use that directory. So what are the different classic subscription administrator roles that are very important for us to know? So there are three different roles: account admin role, service admin role, and then you have co-administrators. The limit is you can have only one account administrator per Azure account. Okay, so you can actually access this particular account admin through the Azure Account Center. Okay, and the permissions that an account administrator has is he can manage, create, cancel all the subscriptions in an account, and even he can change the service admin. Okay, so who is this service admin? You have one service admin per Azure subscription. Okay, so one account can have multiple subscriptions. So for each subscription, you can have one service administrator, and who this service administrator should be can be updated by the account admin. Okay. Now, what does a service admin do? He can manage the services in the Azure portal for the given subscription. He can even cancel the subscription for which he is an admin, and he can assign users to the co-admin role. So he can go ahead and add co-administrators. Okay. The important role, the co-administrator role, or also known as an owner role, you can have 200 owners or co-admins per subscription, and they have more or less same privilege as that of a service administrator, but they cannot change the association of the subscription to the Azure Active Directories. That only a service administrator can do. And they can assign users to the co-admin role, just like what the service administrator could do. A co-admin can add other co-admins as well, but they cannot change the service administrator. So alright, demo time. Let's quickly see a quick demonstration about all the different things that we've been discussing. Okay, so let's open the browser and go to portal.azure.com. If you've been automatically signed in, probably it was saved in my session cookies. And I'm going to show you what are the three different admin roles that we've been talking: the global admin, the service admin, and the co-administrator roles. Okay, so for that I've gone inside my subscriptions, and I've got the free trial subscription which we have added in our previous tutorial. Okay, so now if you see here, go to access control, and when you see the classic administrators, you will be seeing the service admin and the co-admin. Okay, so the same account which was being used to create or to add the subscription automatically gets added as the account admin as well as the service administrator. Okay, and you can add the co-administrators by going here and say plus add a co-administrator. Okay, so I've got a temp account, so let me add a temp account. Okay, so if you see here, an additional co-administrator is added. We can also remove him or her anytime. Yeah, and a maximum of 200 co-administrators can be added. Please note that you cannot add a service administrator through any of this, because service administrator is can be added only by an account admin. Yeah. In order to know who is the account admin, you can go to the properties here, settings here. And when you go to the properties settings, you will see the account admin. Again, it's the same account, because in my previous tutorial, I'd used this account to set up my free trial subscription, and hence the same account got added as both account and service admin. Okay, so in order to change the service admin here, I will go to the account.azure.com. Okay, and I will open the available subscriptions. Okay, I ideally should be having only one subscription, which is the free trial subscription. Okay, so I've got only one subscription as I expected. So if I want to understand more details about this subscription, I can go ahead and click it. Okay, so here I see that 27 days are left for me to upgrade it to any of the paid subscriptions, and this is the credits that are remaining. Okay, I can anytime go ahead and upgrade it through clicking this link here. I haven't created any resources, right? So all my credits are still remaining. I've purchased this on so and so date, and the current billing period is for 30 days. Okay, I can go ahead and manage my payment methods from here. Obviously, it is going to take me back to the Azure portal, and you can see here that the only payment method is the credit card which I had used for setting up of the account. Going back to the account portal, you can also see what is the the usage. You can contact the support channel from here, and yes, this is editing the subscription details. Okay, so I can go ahead and update the service administrator from here. Okay, so this is the place where you can go ahead and change the service administrator. You can anytime add a new account and click on save. Okay, so we've learned how to add a service admin and how do we add co-admins. Now let us see how do we update the account admin. And let's go back to the portal. Okay, this time you have to go for cost management and billing, and here go to the subscription and select the subscription for which you want to transfer it to a different admin or a different account. Click on transfer billing ownership. Okay, so you are getting an error that the free trial subscriptions cannot be transferred, and in order to view the supported subscriptions, these are the supported subscriptions, which is enterprise agreement or through a partner, even the Visual Studio Enterprise subscribers, the MSDN subscriptions, pay-as-you-go subscriptions, etc. So these are all the subscriptions which are supported for an account transfer or a change in the account admin. Okay, so I will actually take you to another account or another where I have enabled MSDN subscription. Okay, so if you see here the subscriptions, here I have a Visual Studio Ultimate with MSDN. This is an MSDN subscription, and I'm also the account admin here. Okay, so if I now go to cost management and billing and open the subscriptions, and I see I have one active subscription which is an MSDN subscription, I can transfer the billing ownership, which is the account admin, to another address. Okay, so here I can update the address, and I can also so basically the email address is going to be either a work account belonging to the same directory or a different directory, or a personal account. Okay, so when you're transferring the billing ownership to a different email address, it also decides whether you want to move the subscription to the recipient's Azure AD tenant or not. Okay, so if you check this, even the directory is going to be updated to the recipient's Azure AD tenant. Otherwise, the tenant will still be the same. Okay, then I can click on the transfer request, and that's how the account admin can be updated for your subscription. So one important thing that you have to probably keep in mind is that does it result in any downtime when you're updating the the account admins? So it really depends whether you're updating the Azure AD tenant or not. If you're not updating the tenant, then it does not really result in any downtime, other than the fact that your PowerShell context settings might have to be cleared because the old account admin details will still be in the cache, and you might have to clear that. But essentially it doesn't result in any downtime. But if you're also changing the Azure AD tenant to of the subscription, then that means that you're going to lose out on all the role based access that you were present in the older tenant, as well as some of the key roles like your service admins and the co-admins, etc., which you will have to again set up once the directory is switched. So that might result in a downtime. So let us see a quick demo of a home directory versus a guest directory. I'm going back to my original free trial account. Okay, so if I have to add another owner or a co-administrator, which would be my personal account, let us say this is my personal account and I want to add. So if you see here that it's only asking me to select the list of users in your directory. Then if I have to add an external user with an outlook.com, which is a Microsoft account, then obviously I first have to add that particular guest user to my directory to be able to do this, right? So for the same, I'll go back to the Azure Active Directory here, users. I'll click on a new user. Okay, I can either say invite a new guest user. Obviously, because I don't want to create a new user, I want to add an existing personal account user to be able to co-admin my subscription. Okay, so I'm going to invite. Okay, so this is going to invite a new user. And if you see here, the status is still invited. It will be pending until you redeem the invitation. Okay, so for that I'll quickly go to my Outlook account and I'll show you how do I redeem the invitation. So for that I'm going to open another instance of a browser and opening Outlook live account. I'm going to sign in with this new user. So if you see here, I have got a directory, default directory, which is my Azure default directory has invited me to access applications within. Okay, so I'm going to accept this invitation. And if you see here, I'm not doing nothing, but I'm going to basically allow the default directory to sign me in or read some of my personal information. Okay, so I'm fine. I trust this particular directory and I kind of accept it. Okay, so and if you see here that once the accept link is clicked, I'm seeing that there are no applications available and please contact your admin for more information. Okay, so I'll go back here. I'll quickly show you that this particular user is now added as a guest, and if you refresh it, the source is now a Microsoft account. He's no more an invited user, but a redeemed invitation and a Microsoft account user. Okay, so now I'm going back to the subscriptions. I'm going to add this user now, which I should start saying. So now I'm able to add a guest user as a co-administrator. So this brings us to the last part of the demo as to how do you change the directory for a given subscription. So going back to the overview, and if you see here, you can go ahead and change directory. Changing directory is nothing but changing the Azure Active Directory tenant underline, and this is the default directory, and you can go ahead and select a new directory. Okay, please bear in mind that whenever you are changing the directories, all the role-based access control users as well as the service admin or the other co-administrators which were present in your existing subscription are removed. So you ensure that whenever your directory change activity is complete, you go ahead and update your RBAC role-based access control as well as the other admins. Okay. As of now, I understand that RBAC could be a little new for you. So do not worry, as and when we will be reaching to that topic, we will refresh. And this also emphasizes the fact that a given subscription can only be associated to a single directory at any given point of time. So currently the directory is the default directory which is associated with my Outlook directory account, and I can anytime go ahead and change the directory for this subscription, but I cannot be having more than one directories at a given point of time. So let's see if we have covered all the demos. Yes, we've seen how to add different owners. We have seen how to change the service administrator using the account portal. We've seen how do you change the account admin using the transfer billing admin option in cost management. We've also seen how to invite the guest users and association of a subscription to a different directory, and what are the different things that you have to keep in mind before doing it. Alright, so with this, this would be the end of this particular session. I'll see you soon in the next session where we will see what are the different resources and how do you create them inside your Azure subscription. Thank you so much. Bye.